Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today so I can say to you, welcome to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles, which has opened the way to the industry of magic and miracles, an industry that serves the best interest for all of humanity. I know that's a large statement, and I ask you, no matter where you are listening to this, located in the world, in the mountains, in the valleys, in the cities, it doesn't matter. I'm addressing each and every one of you at this moment and asking you to bring everything forward that is in your background of your knowing, and you will see that there is more to life than has been previously revealed. There is actually more hidden than has been revealed so far. This may come as a slight surprise, but in a matter of seconds, you will find yourself agreeing and wondering how you can access everything that is hidden. There is no method, but it does help to know that there is always more. And it already exists within your field. That's pretty exciting. You can't imagine how exciting this is to have this information to impart to you and know that here at the Advancement Center, it has been my honor to have access to the greatest treasure in the universe. It's beyond description, and it is all in print for me to share with you. Keys to every known and unknown universal truth. I am in awe, and I hope you're catching this feeling of something so precious, so important, and so free for you to hear at this time. When I come across something that thrills me to no end, I delight in sharing with you my excitement, my love, and my fervent wish for good for all of humanity. And here it is. The extent of your being is much more than you know. but it is always available through the parts of you that are attached to your magic. You have it at this very moment. This is only the beginning, and there is no end. All the experiences of the physical world will now be projected from your origin and your position in the world of your Creator. Enjoy every moment and allow yourself to feel the freedom and elation of your Creator as you interact on a personal level every moment of your life. Are you still with me? As I open the door that has been hidden for so long. There is a hidden factor in amongst all our interactions that reveals itself to those who are able to see into the new world. Their hidden factor is beyond explanation, but at the same time, easily recognizable, even when it is not really understood. And also, due to so much static on the airwaves that surround us all every day of our life here on Earth, the hidden factor remains. We can sense its presence, and our being is affected each time we feel its presence. There is a special sense of knowing that exists in the world and speaks to us at a level beyond reason and logic, and causes our world to actually change physical reality. This is beyond magic as we understand it, and it has no sense of reason in its application. The outcome of this special sense of knowing is never logical, and it never follows the laws of physics or of physical existence. It is simply a knowing that is capable of gathering all the magic of the universe and beyond and reformat everything to meet the full detail of your knowing and bring it into physical existence. As we work with our new sense of knowing, we realize it is far beyond desire or need, and it forms itself as an immovable force in our new world. This is a fervent form of knowing, not one with rules, regulations, and methods to be learned. This type of knowing has a feeling of reality that surpasses all known physics and can change the world and the physical body to accommodate its purpose. Somewhere in the depth of our private world, there is a knowing that surpasses all reasoning and holds a picture that will come to life, even if it is beyond all possibility as you see it at this moment. Life is driven by a series of unique feelings that cannot be tracked or described by anyone. Each individual has a control system that works perfectly for them, and it is not meant to be controlled by direct intervention of the mind, yes, or the induced desires of the social world. When the unique feelings are allowed to connect directly to the body's control system, this is so important. A sense of well-being is developed, which is the driving force behind everything. The world and everything in it will twist and turn and change form to maintain the sense of well-being. And nothing is required of the mind apart from performing its natural duties and maintaining the life of the physical being. And I guess the conclusion is the open spaces of time can be closed, and the closed spaces can be opened to change reality and to change the balance in any person's life. This is often called changing your mind. But it is so powerful that it actually changes reality. I know that. I've experienced it. And you can too. When used with simplicity and the knowledge of its power to change reality without touching another person, you are working with the finest tool known to humanity in the interaction with one another and manipulation of physical reality in the world of magic and miracles. Just reading those words and knowing that you're receiving them in whatever way you receive them is a step in the right direction for this new world to come into our existence. These words are special and were meant to be shared. Now, just yesterday, Simeon thrilled us when we heard him say, which goes right along with what we're talking about, as you listen to truth, you will start to generate another field, one that reveals another level in the world that you are presenting here on earth. That level holds many secrets for you, many revelations that have never been considered, that can appear in an instant or over the next 10 years, depending on how it suits your being. But that level is of vibration in reality and another dimension all at once. As you feel its presence, the natural vibration of your body will come into play to match the new vibration that you've developed for yourself to be delivered at this time. This new vibration is certainly being felt by the members of our Advancement Center team. It comes through all of us. Adrian held that vibration for us all just yesterday. Genya, about 4 days ago. And David thrilled us with chapter 18 of the book he is writing. I can see it on the bestseller list. I hope so, for the benefit of the world. It's all about you, with a capital Y. And it begins. See the image on the screen of every lifetime you have ever lived. Feel all your lifetimes and all your friends watching and supporting you, checking to see that your plans are going according to schedule. This is the you that is aware of its mastery, the you that knows that it is running the show, and the you that has put all things in motion. This you is full of grace, full of kindness, full of caring, and full of peace. And this you delivers these qualities into the fields of all the universes all the time. This you is sitting at the right hand of the Creator and lacks nothing. And its purpose for existence is to balance and harmonize every imbalance and every new frequency that is joining the ever-expanding vibration that is being delivered to humanity. This you is the same you that is here on this physical plane. You connect with that you that is at the right hand of the Creator 1,000 times a day. And you are connecting to it right now. David, you bless us every time you're on the screen. Well, now you could see me checking my clock to see whether or not we have time for a wonderful, wonderful treat each time. And that is, and I didn't bring the books with me today, but that is my reading another chapter of The Magic of Life, Volume 3, which has not been published yet, and it can only be heard at this station. So here it is. If this is the first time you're tuning in, well, you can always hear the beginning of this volume in my previous broadcasts. I don't know how many there have been so far, but many. At any rate, we're all excited because we've all read Volume 1 and we devoured Volume 2, and to discover Volume 3 has been my joy. So here's the continuation. And we left off with Alf, the big guy, saying, "Excuse me, everyone. Things to do. I will catch up with you soon." Everyone smiled and accepted his excuse as he turned slowly and headed for the door. The feeling of Simeon's presence grew more intense, and everyone waited for his interaction. But as soon as Alf left the table, the feeling subsided, leaving Hendrik with his mouth wide open in total surprise. Mary was first to speak. Her voice was quiet and carefully measured to emphasize her amazement. "Did you feel that?" she began quietly. "He doesn't even know that Simeon is working with him. I wonder what will come next." Heinrich suddenly realized he looked like he had seen a ghost and quickly closed his mouth and gave his head a shake to bring himself back to reality. "You know, the man is a total genius at handling this entirely new infrastructure," Heinrich added slowly. "And now I know why. Simeon has connected to him somehow, and he has no idea it is happening." "This is so exciting," exclaimed Elizabeth. "More than exciting," added Michael. "It is absolutely amazing. I cannot imagine where all this will take us next." The table went quiet, and everyone's focus gradually turned to the view of the beach. Nothing seemed to be around them except the feeling of tranquility that came after a visit from Simeon. All moved quickly as he approached the new accommodation facilities. He was anxious to test the dimensional transporters that had been installed to make people feel at home while they were staying at the facility. As he approached the first accommodation unit, he started to concentrate on Hestia Mandela's apartment at Sydney Hilton and the perfect ease of life that it had always offered him. The new dimensional transporter could pick up on a person's environment and reproduce it at a moment's notice. And Alf was determined to test it to its limits. The accommodation unit was nothing like the Hilton, and there were no real facilities, apart from those he had shipped in and assembled as modules. The resort was beautiful, but nothing like the Hilton. Alf pressed a button on his communicator. Presetting your environment flashed on the screen. An unusual glow suddenly surrounded him, and the familiar voice of Leon, Hestia's personal attendant at the Hilton, said, "Welcome home, Mr. Hartley." The door in front of him slid open to reveal the Hilton private lift that he remembered so clearly. He was shocked by the reality and turned to walk away, only to find that he was in the foyer of the Sydney Hilton. Alf's brain went into turmoil for a moment. Then he realized that Leon had been programmed as his personal attendant and not Hestia's. "Thank you, Leon," Alf replied as he entered the lift. "Any appointments for tonight?" "Nothing tonight, sir. I have made a reservation at your favorite table overlooking the harbor. Is that suitable?" The lift came to a stop and opened to a familiar apartment of Hestia Mandela. The plaque on the wall that should have been the Mandela family insignia was now a Hartley family insignia, and the mail on the table was addressed to Alfred Hartley. "Thank you, Leon. That will be perfect," Alf replied without a thought. And there's more. I love reading Robert's story. It is just all encompassing as you read and you feel held. It's wonderful. And now we come to that time where I show my art. I had a good time this past Thursday. Oh, I always have a good time in art class. But this one was especially exciting because about a half hour before the class, my computer died. And I told Robert, and within that time, he quickly rearranged, set up, cleared the way, and everything was ready with his computer at my art class. So, thank you, Robert, for this very special time. And here it is. I had a good time doing this. This way. Yeah, there it is. The other people in the class use acrylics, but I find the freedom in pastels. Change, blend, everything. I hope you like it. Well, this has been fun today. I had a good time. And I had some amazing, wonderful sources to call on. And with that, I wish you a perfect life with perfect health and a truly amazing future filled with magic, miracles, surprises, and much happiness. Thank you for joining me. I am Barbara, your librarian. Bye.